where am I today?
Gonna harmonize and we're gonna shout. Gonna sing, yeah. Gonna tell you what good living's all about. I'm gonna tell you, I don't know about anyone else.
So today, I'm out here walking a little bit for exercise. And as we are doing that, it got me thinking about something really. We don't really walk today to travel like they used to. Now we have so many different things available to us to travel that walking is something we have to be very deliberate about doing. Got me thinking about how slow the world is going by right now. We're not moving very fast at all, but it's a walking speed. But look at this video. This is from driving down the highway. We're going so much faster. You can tell because the world is going by so quickly. Got me thinking about a trip that was from Scripture. Back 2,000 years ago, you couldn't drive. You could only really find means to travel by what I'm going to call animal power, riding a camel, horse, or donkey, or your own human power, walking or maybe running even. It took a long time to get places. And this one particular trip that I'm thinking of was from Nazareth to Bethlehem. You see, it was in the time of Quirinius the governor, and he had called for a census, and that meant that the people, they had to go back to their hometown. So for Mary and Joseph, that was Bethlehem, the city of David. So they had to make this trip. It says here, Joseph also went up from Galilee from the town of Nazareth to Judea to the city of David, which is called Bethlehem, because he was of the house and lineage of David, to be registered with Mary, his betrothed, who was with child. So they have this trip to make from Nazareth to Bethlehem. And I did a little research, and according to Google Maps, you can drive that distance now in something like 2 hours, because it's 90 miles. But back then you couldn't drive. So from what I understand, it was an 8 to 10 day walking trip. That's quite a journey. So as I think about things from back in the Bible and today and consider how different they are, it's pretty impressive to think about the fact that Jesus walked almost everywhere he went. There was one time I remember he was riding on the colt, foal of a donkey, right? But for the most part, they walked, and it took a long time to get places. And I just think it's interesting to consider how different things were then than they are now. So next time you're out walking, just think about that Jesus walked everywhere he went. So thanks for joining me for another episode of Where in the World is Dustin Jones? I'll see you next time.
Gonna tell you what good living's all about. We're gonna sing, we're gonna shout, we're gonna sing. Let's sing,
Gonna sing.
let's sing.
Yeah.